Hello Flosstube, my name is Tamara, and today in my video I wanted to present you my half doll called Denise. As you can see, so the top is porcelain and her skirt is stitched, is cross-stitched. Um, Actually, before starting speaking about my doll, I wanted to present you so how such a doll looks like. This one was bought on eBay. So they are porcelain. You can find them for very cheap or very expensive. Actually, these dolls were made massively in the beginning of the 20th century, so from 1900 to 1920, and they were very much produced in Germany, a little bit in France, and in Japan. So nowadays, they say that the ones which were made in Germany are the best quality, the French ones are rare, and the Japanese are not such good quality, something like this. You can find them on eBay. Their prices start from quite cheap, but my opinion is that some of them are not pretty at all. And you can buy even rare or collection ones which go to hundreds of dollars, pounds, I don't know, something like this. From old times, so you can see that dolls, this half dolls, porcelain figure, has holes here. So in old times they used to attach these dolls to different things. So one of the things, it was like the pincushion dolls, where they used to put like pincushions. They used to attach them to brushes, to dust. They used to make like kind of like skirt, and underneath like a lamp. They were like half dolls lamps. And the powder boxes, lady powder boxes as well, we used to put them. So it was something beautiful in ladies' room, something like this. So it looked like this. So the doll you can see before you, it's called Denise, and it was made by this chart. So the designer is Giulia Ponteantichi. So she's an Italian. Giulia Manfredini. You can go on her site and you can buy like all the charts for all these dolls. So far, actually, I haven't seen anybody else like doing such charts for such dolls. I mean, like to cross stitch and to recommend the linen and the beads if you need the beads and the accessories. That's why I think her designs are the best, because actually what she's doing, she's looking for a doll at a master, like a person who is making them, and she's ordering the doll. So, and then she, according to the doll, to the colors, to the dress, the style the doll has, she uses to design her skirt, something like this, which is amazing. I think it's amazing. So this one is Denise, but if you look very carefully, you see that the doll here is different from my doll. Yes, I took the liberty of changing the doll. The thing is that I like very much the skirt, but honestly, I don't know why. I was not sure about the doll. So when I saw this doll, I said that this is it. So she is the doll for this skirt. This doll comes from Australia. I actually ordered all my dolls from the people who are creating them. So not from the shops who are selling them from the producer, let's say so. So for this one, and what's good if you order them directly from the producer, is the fact that if you want some changes, you can ask for them. But if you buy the doll from a shop, you just buy it what they sell. This is it. So actually, this doll, on her teapot and the teacup, there were some pink flowers, and I just asked them to be removed because I thought that they wouldn't like fit in all this assembly. Initially I was thinking like making some of this blue, flowers on the teapot and the teacup, but then I thought that it's going to be too much, like, because there are flowers on her skirt and it's going to be too much. So I just asked the master to keep them clear, something like this. What else you can see, actually, the doll in the chart, she has a shut line. My door doesn't have one. I created a tiny biscuit for my doll, and also the doll here has if this is a pin keeper, yes, I think it's a pin keeper, I'm not sure, but I decided not to stitch it because I thought that I don't need it. It's beautiful, but as long as I decided that I will have more dolls, I thought it's unnecessary. That's why I just gave up this one. And as well, the doll has some pins with beads, very beautiful ones. My doll doesn't have it. She has just non-pin so far. Maybe she will have these pins. I'm not sure. If you're looking, I'll just show you a little bit. You see, it comes like in two, something like this. So here you have like the stitching materials, you have a fabric, you have the threads, finishing materials, accessories, and what's included in the chart pack. Actually, this chart pack, it was just the instructions, and that's all. So it comes in like thick paper. You have the instructions, you have the charts, which I'm not going to show. So you have a little bit shown here how to mount the doll, how to finish it. Honestly, for me it wasn't enough, so like in my next videos I'll tell you how I came to my final thing. And as well, on the last page, something like this, a better picture of the doll, something like this. You can buy the chart, I already said, mainly from Julia's site, official site is puntiantichi.com, I think. I'll check and I probably leave the link in my video, underneath my video. What else? They're not very cheap, I would say. It's like $20, I think, such a chart. But the thing is that you need it. Without it, you just cannot deal. The design itself, it's not complicated, but still, the choice of fabric, the choice of threads, it's inevitable. If you want to follow the pattern, you have to buy it. It's okay, you can like decide for yourself when you can invent, let's say so, create the skirt of your doll. But as this is the first doll I stitched, I decided like to go everything according to the rules. About the materials which we used in this doll. First of all, the linen. The linen, which was supposed to be used by the instructions. This is Picture This Plus, and the color, just a second, let me look. Picture This Plus 28 count Arctic. The thing is that I ordered, but if you can see, it has some greenish things, and honestly I like the fabric, I like the linen, but this green color, it just, how would I say, I didn't want to use it because, as I used to call Denise, she's my ice blue lady, and this green color didn't have like any place here. I had in my stash such linen. This is Weigert. This is ice blue. Also is 28th count. And when I looked at this one, and I had the threads which I used here. So here, these are the threads. Yes, just 3 shades. When I saw the threads, I decided that they go together, something like this. And honestly, I don't regret a bit that I have chosen this color, because I think this one will be used for another pattern, because it's beautiful. For sure, I'm going to use it for another pattern whatsoever. Speaking about the threads, so threads are Gloriana, as you can see, and there are just 3 shades. This is winter white, this is summer sky, and this is holiday blue. And yes, by the way, these are the leftovers, so you can see how much I have left. So if you have a friend who wants to stitch it as well, you can share, because it's more than enough. I am thinking that I'm going to be using them for my other projects. I don't know, I'm not sure. It is stitched in 1 thread. In the very beginning, I was a little bit, how would I say, I don't know, I was insecure. I thought when I prepared the fabric, I prepared the organizer, the threads, everything, I thought that, oh, I'm going to stitch it in two threads for sure. But then I thought, okay, this lady made the design, I mean Julia. She decided to make it like in 1 thread, like not accidentally. And I decided, okay, I'm going to start stitching it in 1 thread. If I won't like it, I will just do it in 2 threads. And when I started stitching it, I understood why. The effect 1 thread has is like, I don't know, it's some fluffiness, it's some transparency. It's not like, how do I say, it's not heavy. So the pattern, the stitched pattern, doesn't look heavy on the fabric. And I said, what a foolish I would have been if I have stitched in like 2 once. It's if you look at like more carefully, so you can see that it's stitched in like, it's cross stitch. Only, yes, it's cross stitch. Only here and here it's different, but I don't remember very well how it's called. I have to look. And of course it's back stitch. This is, sorry, so this would be like back stitch. It's very simple. You can see that it has just in front, and in the back it goes just like here, and just like here. So not very complicated, not very much. As I said, that I decided not to stitch this needle minder from here, but still I wanted to make some accessory. She doesn't have a chatelaine as well. By the way, for these accessories, Julia collaborates with another designer. So for all these things, this is also an Italian. It's called she's called Roberta Dazzini. So she's creating, they're silver by the way, so she's creating these chatelaines, the pins for her dolls. So I decided not to have it one, but still I wanted something to make her, to accessorize her, let's say. So that's why it was like a decision made at the moment. I cannot just take it out from there. That's why I'm showing to you like this. That's why I decided to have a biscornu. And by the way, this is my first biscornu I have ever created. So I just took patterns from the chart. I just took patterns from here, and I created it by myself. So you won't see like, so I created it by myself, and it's different on both sides. It's different, it's not the same, you can see. And here it's Mill Hill seed bits. Speaking about the pin, so the pin, for those who love just none, they would recognize the pin. It's from the Pico Crawl. This pin comes in that set, but I decided to give it to Denise so far. Honestly, I was thinking about and I used the simple ribbon on her back. I'm not sure about this one. I'm still thinking of changing it in like navy blue, like a darker shade of blue. This is the first one I used. I just left it like this, but maybe in future I will like refurbish like at least this one, because this is the first one I used to do. Speaking about the pins of the chatelaine, I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm not going to buy it. I don't want it because she's a chocolatier. She's not a creating. She's not a how do I say, stitcher, something like this. But about the pins, as you can see here, the pins are really beautiful, and they would be like more like the pattern on her like dress. That's why, speaking about the pins, I'm not sure, but maybe I will buy the pins for this doll. As this was the first doll I created, of course I had difficulties with like mounting it, putting it together. Maybe in like my future videos, when I will create my next doll, I will show you how I do them, how I put them together, because the way I am putting them together, I am creating the final doll, is a method which I didn't take from somebody, especially from somebody, because this is like things which were taken from everywhere. So apart from Julia's charts, I mean from here, apart from what I saw on YouTube. By the way, on YouTube you won't find many videos about half dolls, pin cushions, and the ones you'll have, you won't see how to put them together. So I had like to do my own method, and honestly I want to share this thing with you. That's why I'm thinking for my next doll, the one which I will create, probably I will show you like step by step how I do them. One more thing I wanted to tell you is that I am deeply in love with these dolls. I will tell you honestly that the pleasure I had from stitching it, from making it, from arranging it, so far this pleasure doesn't compare with any work, cross-stitch work I have done so far. I am deeply in love with these dolls, and I am saying dolls because this is the first one I created, but not the last one. So in my next video I'll show you my next doll. So say bye bye to Denise, and see you in my next videos. Thank you for watching it. Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe, to give me a like if you like the video, and see you in my next videos. Bye bye.